Hello, everybody. I think I'm already live. So I hope I'm live because, well, yeah, so computer says I'm live. If I am, just let me know, say hello to me. Yes, if you are watching me. So I'll be glad to get some response from you so that you can see me and hear me quite well. I'm very excited today because we are starting our second season of Zoom the World project. I'm excited and actually I'm a bit nervous because we haven't been online for how many, like 3 weeks maybe? No, even more. No, about 3 weeks. Yeah. So and I'm a bit nervous. So let me know if everything goes fine. Yes. So hello, Anne. Yes, I'm live. Great. Okay. So today we are going to have a nice conversation with a friend of mine. Her name is Rachel. She's from the United States of America and she lives in a village called Altamont. So that's the village situated in the Albany County. But it's a small place, and we will talk with Rachel about this place where she lives in, and also we'll touch upon some bigger cities nearby. And I'm sure we'll catch up on some other things. Yes, I haven't seen her. We have counted with a colleague of mine today for like about 20 years. So that's a long, long time. And I'm very excited to see her live today too. So, and please ask questions, comment, yes, and we are going to answer all your questions. We're going to try at least to answer all your questions. Karina, hello. Yes, finally, we are back. Our Zoom the World is back. So I'm welcoming, and I hope you are welcoming Rachel right now. So she's waiting in the Zoom conference waiting room. So let's invite her in. Hello there.
Hello.
So let's see if we have the sound on.
Okay.
Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I'm very excited about our conversation today. I've just introduced you.
Okay.
Yes, and told our viewers that our friendship, I would say, goes back like 20 years. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy stuff. Yeah. So we started in the high school. I was an exchange student in the United States. Yes. And we started in the same school. We're friends. Yes. Spent a lot of time together, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah. I remember that one Christmas that I spent at your house. That was an amazing event.
Yeah, that was. I should look for the pictures. I don't know where they are, but I have them somewhere. The pictures
Yeah,
of.
yeah, I have them too. Yes, we should post them online somehow.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to our project. Yes, so this conversation starts the second season. So we had a little vacation. Yes, so we were off for 3 weeks, but now we are back. And we have already some viewers. Yeah, so Anne is saying hello, Karina is saying hello. Yeah, so yeah. I have mentioned that now you live in a quite small village, as far as I understand. Yeah. So how is life there? So we when we talk about New York, yes, a lot of people here, especially. Imagine that this is like New York City with
Yeah.
tall buildings, yes,
Yeah.
skyscrapers, lots of places to go. But New York is also a state, yes, with
Yeah.
bigger and smaller cities and villages. So where do you live?
So I live in upstate New York, so it's about 3 hours away from New York City. Um, I grew up about 40 minutes from here, and it's an agricultural community more, so it definitely was more rural.
Mm-hmm.
Where I live now is about a half an hour from the capital city of Albany. Um, so it's a little bit bigger, but there's not a lot going on in the city right now, obviously with coronavirus. But
Oh yeah.
um, Yeah, so upstate and New York City are two separate things. So when people say that I come from New York, they automatically think the city, and there's a whole huge state, with all little villages and towns and a lot of farms too, and apple orchards are big in New York.
Mhm, mhm.
So there's a whole nother world that people don't realize.
I see. So, talking about Altamont itself, yeah. So, we are not talking about this period, especially, yes, when we have to stay home sometime, yes,
Yeah.
because of the lockdown and stuff like that, yes. But usual like everyday life. What do you usually do? Where do you usually go? Like, what is there to see in your village?
So our village is kind of, they say it's like Americana. It's very quaint and cute. It's very walkable. So a lot of people have dogs and they walk their dogs around the village. We have a little florist shop, a wine shop. Um, we had a restaurant and it closed, but I guess they're going to open another restaurant soon.
Mm.
We just had a Pakistani restaurant open, so that's kind of neat. Gas stations. We have it's very small, but they have a lot of little events. Like at Christmas time, they do a little Victorian Christmas thing usually where they'd have carolers and vendors like selling food and crafts. And then you can also go tour different houses and you ride a trolley to get to the different houses and see all the Christmas decorations. So
Wow.
they do cute little things like that. They do movies in the park during the summer. The library is really active with making
Mhm.
things for the community. Um, they do music too, different bands in the park. We do have a fairgrounds in the village. So
Uh-huh.
I don't know, do you have fairs in Russia, like with rides and
Well, we do have
entertainment?
fairs, but here, well, they are not so big as I remember they are in the States. Yes. So, but still, there are some. Yes.
So that's actually where I work. I work at the fairgrounds office, so it's like right across from my house, so I could walk there. Um, a lot of people walk in the fairgrounds and enjoy the grounds because it's over 100 acres.
Oh.
They bring their dogs. In the summertime, it's really busy with the fair, so a lot of people like to go there. We host other events at the fairgrounds as well. We do Scottish games and an apple and wine festival, so that's kind of fun to go walk to and
Yeah,
enjoy.
I can
So,
imagine. Yeah,
yeah.
are they dedicated to something, or are they just like regular events going on?
So it's other people rent out our fairgrounds for their events.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so we just run the fair. The Altamont Fair is run by the fairgrounds, but all the other events people rent out. Like we do different races. People do 5Ks at our fairgrounds, and it's pretty much open to anything.
I
So it's
see.
kind of neat to
Okay.
be close
Whatever
to.
you want, yes.
Yeah, yeah, kind of. So that's always fun to do. But on a normal day, like I like to go for a walk with my daughter and dog. I mean, obviously my life has changed with a child now, so I'm not quite as free, but we like to be outside a lot, and just maybe go uh, to the florist to pick up flowers or get a coffee
Hmm.
at Stewart's and that type of thing. So just simple life, but it's fun.
It's very
And
cute, yes. It's
yeah,
it's like
it is.
comfortable and cute.
Yeah, I take my daughter to like the library time. They have a story time there. So stuff, but they don't have it now. So
I see.
I used to go to things like that for
Now you
her.
have to stay mostly in, or do you have any restrictions now, like according to the situation?
Mostly, well, you have to wear a mask when you go out and stay 6 feet apart. A lot of the restaurants have chosen to go to takeout only, so you can't really
Hmm.
dine in a lot of restaurants. But pretty much you can go, like we go to the grocery store, either my husband or I, every couple weeks. We just try to limit more where we go now. So if we have errands to do, just one of us usually goes out. And um so it's changed a little bit because there's not, any real events to go to. Like the winter carnival in Lake George was canceled. So
Oh,
there's nothing to do really. So you're just gonna stay at home and hang
that's a
out.
bummer. Yes.
Yeah, it is, but hopefully it'll get better soon with the vaccine out.
Yeah, I see. Because here in Russia, I guess that a lot of people are already kind of tired of all the situation with the pandemic, and lots of cafes and restaurants, they are open, and people we wear masks here too, but it's now it seems to be more laid back attitude towards this pandemic situation. Yeah,
Okay.
but anyway, well,
Yeah,
we'll
it's still
we'll get
stress.
to
Yeah,
the point where when everything is fine.
yeah.
I keep believing.
I know, me too.
Yeah, and Anne is saying, "I love your English, my favorite accent," she says.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
See, and I don't know that I have an accent, but do you
yeah,
remember
but
my dad? He has an accent, but
does he?
he lives from the it sounds like he's from the South. My dad talks like that for some reason. He draws out his words more.
Uh-huh.
So it's strange that he talks like that and he's not from the South. So I don't know what my accent is, but thank you.
Well, for us here, we have talked, yes, in our project, yes, and not taking into account the project, yeah, we communicate with different people from different countries, English-speaking countries and not really English-speaking countries. And
Okay.
as a teacher myself, yes, and our students, we pick up different accents, we hear them. So
Yeah,
the north of America, the south of America, yeah, so the
yeah,
upper states there, yeah, so
yeah,
everything like that. Yeah, so it differs. It differs
yeah.
really. It does. Yeah. Well, but as far as I know, Anne, who commented upon your accent, she just really enjoys American accents. So
Well, I'm glad.
yeah. So and do you ever go anywhere to I don't know, to Albany, or as far as I know, your village is a part of another city, right?
Yeah, well, we have the town of Guilderland, so that's a
Uh-huh.
little bit bigger, and it's right
Oh,
next
okay.
to Albany. So it's like
Uh-huh.
Altamont, and then you drive a little bit, and it's Guilderland, and then it's Albany. I would say Guilderland definitely has a lot more to do than Albany. When I was in college, Albany had a ton of bars and places to go, and now you walk down there and all of it's closed. So there's
I
not really
see.
much to do in Albany. There's a lot of state workers. So during
Mm-hmm.
the day it's busy, but at night there's nothing going on really. So it's kind of sad.
Yeah,
But
it is.
yeah, but Guilderland has a big mall. They have a lot of shopping and restaurants. So if we do go somewhere, that's usually where we go, like to
I
go out to
see.
eat or grab food.
Mm-hmm.
So there's more to choose from there. Yeah.
And if I come to Albany, yeah, so and I decide, of course there are a lot of closed venues, yes, but still, um, are there any interesting maybe buildings, yes, to see, maybe some memorials, I don't know, some monuments.
We have the state New York State Museum right in Albany. So that's
Uh-huh.
usually where people go to visit. They have different artifacts and interesting things about the state. And they usually have like kids stuff to do there too. So I would take my daughter there, but right now they don't. And then there's an Albany Institute of Art. Um, I've been there once, so they change up their um, displays often. So like when I
Mm-hmm.
was teaching sixth grade, I took the students there because they had an Egyptian artifacts
Mm-hmm.
display. So they kind of changed that up more. There's this strange building called the Egg, and it
Uh-huh,
looks
yeah,
like
I've heard
an
about
egg.
that one.
Yeah. So they do different music concerts in there. So that's kind of neat to go to just for the sound experience. Um, but usually, like when my family comes to visit, they always want to shop. So
I
they
see.
go to the mall, and the outlets aren't that far away either. So they like to do that. Or hiking too is a big thing around here.
Uh-huh.
Thatcher Park is not that far from our house. It's a really beautiful hike to go to. So a lot of people like to do that. Um,
Is it big?
it is really big. Yeah. Yeah. So then they used to have a pool. I don't think they do anymore, but they you have to pay now to go, but it's a really pretty hike to go to, really pretty views because we're near the Helderbergs. So we do have a
Mhm.
lot of like mountains near us, like the Adirondacks and the Catskills. So there's a lot of little villages within the mountains, like touristy type places.
Mhm.
So a lot of people like to do that as well.
That's
Um,
nice. That's nice.
yeah, we like to go up to Lake George. It's about an hour north of here, and my in-laws have a house up there, so we can go and stay for a little bit, and just helps us get away from the city and kind of, I don't know, just regroup and feel like you're somewhere
Relax,
different.
yes.
Yeah, so that's a nice thing to do too. A lot of people go up there.
Got it. You've mentioned the mountains, and I remember that Altamont, if I'm not mistaken, it's like translated like the high mountain, right?
I think so. I have to look that up, but I think 'cause it's right at the foot of mountains, so the so I think
The
that is,
one, the one.
yes, yes.
And
Sure.
Anne is asking, what kind of food do you eat there? Like, what food do people prefer now? Now, like, what cuisine is the most popular one?
I would probably say Italian food.
Hmm.
Um, we have Schenectady nearby, so that's another city near us. There's a lot of really good Italian restaurants there. We pick up from there often, that have been there for like 70, 100 years. So they have a lot of good like cannolis and subs and pizza, of course, chicken parm dishes, that type of thing. So I would say that, but also I notice a big trend in just a lot of healthy eating, so like a lot more smoothie places popping up, or
Hmm.
the bowls, like the protein bowls, salads, that type of thing. So it's like
Okay.
a mix of healthy and not healthy food.
So today we're eating healthy. Tomorrow,
Yes,
well, we'll
yes,
see. We'll see
yeah.
about that. Yeah.
But we're lucky. We have Chinese restaurants, we have Japanese restaurants, Mexican, Italian. We really have a wide variety of food, which is
A
nice.
great choice. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So we have a lot of choices when it's takeout night.
Hmm. I remember when I was in the States, we used to go to Dunkin Donuts a lot. It was quite popular.
Yeah.
So taking like, yeah, let me remember, it was some kind of coffee with vanilla coffee with double vanilla syrup and sugar and stuff. So and
I'm
some
sure.
donuts on it.
Yeah. Yes. It's still very popular. Dunkin' Donuts is very
Yeah,
popular.
but not very healthy. Yes, I gained
Oh,
like some
yeah.
pounds.
Yes. I usually just get a coffee, but yeah, there's some of their drinks are crazy amounts of calories, like 1,000 calories or more. But
You
yeah,
just drink one coffee and well, you should not eat for the rest of the day.
exactly. Except don't get any donuts.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Anne says Italian food is the best. Yeah, well,
Yes, it is.
one of the best cuisines. Yes, I agree. I
Yeah,
agree with that.
definitely.
Yeah,
Comfort.
here in Russia, people also like eating Japanese food, like
Mhm.
sushi. Yeah, so
We like
also
that
good.
too.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter
Actually,
actually likes it too. Oh, she eats anything.
I see. Well,
Yeah,
that's nice. That's a good
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yep.
No, no trouble fitting
Oh, no.
at all. Well, that's really good. And well, you said that the tendency now is to eat like healthy food. Yes, to do people keep fit? Like, do they go to the gyms or are they closed now? Do they jog maybe outside?
Yeah, Altamont has a lot of joggers and walkers,
Mhm.
fairgrounds too. So the gyms were closed for a while, but now they're back open. That's actually where my husband is now. So there's a few that are open. Some, unfortunately, I don't think ever opened up again. Just like the
Mm,
restaurants, when they closed, they just stopped their business, unfortunately.
I see.
So yeah, I think especially with the beginning of the new year, people now are really trying to be healthy and, lose weight. But by August, September, there probably won't be as many joggers or walkers.
So people are getting ready for some warm, yes, timing
Yeah,
seasons.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. So I think ideally people like to try to be healthy, but it's hard with all the fast food. We don't eat the fast food, but I know a lot of people do, and it's just,
Hmm.
McDonald's and Burger King, all that is very popular too here. So
Pizza Hut, maybe, yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
there's not as many of them around actually. They've closed a lot of them, but yeah, they have Little Caesars and all the really unhealthy stuff. So yeah, it's a balance.
It is. It's all about balance. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes you can treat yourself with some, well, fast food, some junk food. Yes.
yes,
Uh, Especially my organism, it sometimes just tells me, well, you need to eat something like that. Yes. But
yeah,
just once in a while.
yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Well, so you try to keep healthy. Yes. Your diet healthy in your family, right?
Yes, yep, especially coming from a dairy farm family. I feel like we're very, we always had a garden and
Mm-hmm.
eating off the farm basically. Like if we went to McDonald's, it was maybe once or twice a year. So I grew up with that lifestyle, so it's easier for me, I guess, to
Yeah, for
adjust and
sure.
then
For
teach
sure.
it to my family too. So yeah, we try. I mean, exercise has kind of gotten hard with the winter and just with having a daughter now that doesn't sleep a lot. So
I
that's
think
kind
you
of
get enough exercising, like just following your toddler around, yes, around
yeah,
the house.
yeah. So I'd like to do that more, but it'll come in time.
For
So
sure.
yeah, so I think in general, like I'm not really a picky eater, which helps. My mom cooked all good food and homegrown stuff. So she still does. She still gives me canned fruits and vegetables.
Well, this is really nice.
Yeah, it is. I'm like, sure, I'll take it.
For sure, yes. I wish I didn't have to come today home and cook something. So when I get home, like something is already there for me. Well, that would be great.
That would be nice, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, and um, well, taking just this pandemic, yes, somewhere away, yes. So just putting it aside, yeah.
Yep.
So the you mentioned quite a lot of different like festivals and different other events like happening in the village and around the village, maybe nearby. So can you name any special ones that, well, a tourist who comes to this place, yes, should definitely visit, and why?
Oh boy, on the spot. Well, I haven't gone to it, but I've heard that it's fun. They have a hot air balloon festival
Mhm.
nearby that has vendors, and I guess you watch them release them. So that would kind of be something different. Um, what else? Well, just the fair that I work at.
So you see it every day, like.
Yes, everybody, so it's a three-county fair, so it's bigger than other fairs. It's not as
Mhm.
big as the state fair, but, it's a six-day fair in August, so it's pretty large, and we try to do a good job, with promoting agriculture, and we do have all the rides and the midway stuff, but we try to have a little bit for everybody. We have a circus museum. We have a lot of museums on the fairgrounds too, which is kind of fun to look at. An auto museum.
That is really nice.
Yeah. So
Yes.
it's educational as well as entertainment, I guess. Um,
Hmm.
to think what else. Well, stuff that we host at the fairgrounds is pretty popular, like the Scottish Games that we have in September. So people come from all around to go to that. So they have all the bagpipe bands come together and play. So it's I don't know if it's 100 bagpipers, but it's a lot, and that's kind of really cool to see. They have Irish.
That should be really loud, no?
Yeah, it is. We can hear it at our house actually. So
Wow.
that's kind of different. Trying to think. Um, we have like the Apple and Wine Festival, so there's a lot of like different wine tastings and wineries to go to. So a lot of people like to do that as
Hmm.
well in this area. Um, uh, I'm trying to think what else.
What do people prefer drinking, like more wine or I don't know, beer or tea or coffee? What's the favorite drink of like the neighborhood?
I think definitely coffee
Coffee,
more.
yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a mix, but I'm just guessing maybe wine more. I don't know why I think that, but there's more older people that live here, and we have a big development with 50 and up right next to us in Altamont. We do have a wine shop too, so we
Mm-hmm.
stock up. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a mix, and unfortunately, I think alcohol is very big in America, so it's kind of whatever you want to drink.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
because yes, in some places, some like drinks are more popular than the other ones. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I would say like where I'm from, beer is probably more popular just because it's more working class, like,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? So I think wine maybe isn't as popular out there, but yeah, I think
I
alcohol is just popular in general.
I see. Well, I'll better drink coffee or water. Yeah, right.
Yes, I love coffee right now. That's my drink of choice.
And what kind of coffee do you prefer?
Um, well, my husband's gotten me for Christmas, he got me a more dark roast coffee with just a little cream, and I really like it. So
Mm,
that's what I've been
okay,
drinking a lot, yeah.
I see. Well, that's really nice. Um,
Yeah.
well, I've been thinking about buying a coffee machine to have it at home, but I realize the second we buy it, I'll be drinking coffee like all the time. So I'm
Yeah,
hesitating about that now.
that's what we do have that. We have, where you put the K-cups in it.
Uh-huh.
It's a Cuisinart, but it's like a Keurig, but we can also do the ground coffee in it, so that's why my husband buys me, like, the ground dark roast that I can make, but it is dangerous.
Yeah, it is. It's a trap.
It is.
Well, and so people now, as far as I understand, people usually get takeouts, yes. So just to order stuff, yeah, home to
Yes.
it. Is it popular to cook at home, or is it more popular to order food?
Mm. I think in this area, just because there's a lot more working people, like working moms, probably
Uh-huh.
take out, um, and the kits that you can get at your house, I don't know if you have those in Russia, like the Home Chef. So I did a free trial of it, so they give you exactly what you need to make the meal,
Uh-huh.
and
Yes,
it's
yes.
delivered right to your house. So I think a lot of people do that too.
Yeah, we
Uh,
have this here too. So you can, well, there are choices. Yes, you can
yeah,
order some ingredients. Yes,
yeah,
well, you order like the
the
dish, and
rest
they send you the ingredients. Yes, right.
exactly.
And
Yep.
sometimes they can just send you the dish itself. Yes, so
Mhm.
just like
Heat it
five
up.
for the day. Yes, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, or you can actually put it together and make it.
Yeah, yeah. So balanced diet, stuff like
Yeah. Yeah, we usually order out like once a week. So when my husband has a day off, that's when we'll order out something. But the rest of the week, then I cook stuff for
that.
us.
Okay, see.
Yay! So right now, I try to make a lot of soups and bigger meals that will last a couple days.
Smart.
So yeah. So and then I also have a instant pot. Have you heard of those?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like the pressure cooker. So I
yeah,
do a lot of
yes.
meals in that too. So that's quick and easy.
Yeah, that's true. I
Yeah.
know a lot of people who just cook there and then using it, not the cooker or something. Just
Yeah.
use this and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty neat. So I do that, or
Hmm.
the Dutch oven on the stove I use a lot too. So yeah.
Hmm. Oh. I remember when I was in the States, so there was a tendency like for people to well, I'm getting to the clothing
Oh
topic.
boy.
Yes. So I remember that it was like trendy to dress in some comfortable clothing. Yeah. So to wear jeans, t-shirts, sneakers. Yes. So how are things now? Like, is it um, trendy to dress up? Yes. When you go somewhere, or do people prefer still like comfy outfits?
Yeah. The leggings and yoga pants
I
and like
see.
athletic wear is popular just to dress for comfort. Sweatshirts and leggings and big sweaters. Yeah. So that's still yeah, people rarely get dressed up. to go places now. Even if I go to a nice restaurant and like
Mhm.
I'm dressed up, I look around and not many people are dressed up. So
I see.
kind of nice to get dressed up every now and again, to
Yeah.
celebrate or but a lot of people, yeah, dress just for comfort. So
Mhm. I even remember when we went to New York City and went to Wall Street. I saw a lot of like business men, business women, and well, they did wear suits, yes, but costumes, yes, but they wore also sneakers, and
yeah,
I guess they had to change them when they got to the office, yes, but still, yeah,
yeah.
so made their lives probably a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, yeah, we see that here too. People dressed in their business suits and then have sneakers on, or they change like into sneakers to walk on their lunch
Hmm.
break or something. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that, yeah, that's common.
Treating their bodies nicely.
Yeah, yeah, trying to get in extra steps and sunshine.
That's actually a good thing. Yes, but sometimes I agree it's nice to dress up. Yes, to like wear fancy gown or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, I'd say probably people just dress up like that to go to a wedding,
Hmm.
or a funeral, and that's pretty much it. Like a lot of people don't dress up to go out to eat anymore.
How about birthdays now?
Mm, I'd say that's more casual too. Yeah, it's just that unfortunately, I don't know. It's just everything's very comfortable and casual. A lot of jeans and even to church. A lot of
Uh-huh.
people just dress casual there too.
I see. Well,
Yeah.
when I talked about birthdays, just a question popped up in my head. Um, so, how do usually people celebrate birthdays? Like, how do kids now like celebrate birthdays in the place where you live? How do adults celebrate their birthdays? Is it like a big event usually, or now? Like, do you get all together, or is it just a couple of friends or
Um,
family?
I would say for kids, it's definitely bigger, especially since I was little. Like when I was little, people didn't have huge birthday parties, but now some kids even have registries for their birthday gifts.
Oh
So
wow.
they're registered at different places. So my friend and I were talking about this, just how many presents kids get now, like our daughters get, as opposed to when we were little, we didn't get that many presents, and now it's just overload, and I think too much.
Hmm.
It's a little bit extravagant, but yeah, I'd say kids' birthdays are bigger. Like for my daughter, I did, with family and tried to make it cute, like have a theme and send out invitations.
Hmm.
For adults, I would say maybe if it's a milestone birthday, it would be big, like a 40th or a 30th. But otherwise, I think people just keep it small and maybe go out to eat, and stay close to family, that type of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think nothing too crazy. But like for my family, I mean, my mom will cook my favorite food for my birthday, and it's just kind of us together as a family. We don't really go out, but I know a lot of people go out to eat on their birthday.
Yeah, same. Well, I was just trying to compare, yes, some traditions that we have here in Russia, yes, to the ones that you have,
Mhm.
because now it's also changing, and a lot of people will go out, yes, to have some nice meals with their friends or with their family or together, yes, family and friends.
Mhm.
Just some years ago, people used to like gather at home, yeah, so the host or the hostess would cook something, yeah, so
Mhm.
and everyone just visited and got around the table, yeah, so just eating home
Yeah,
cooked meals, yeah, so
yeah.
but
That's
it's changing now, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I do for my birthday, where everybody else does something different. But I like kind of the intimate place of being at
Mhm.
home, and just being with people that you really love and cherish. I like that for my
Yeah,
birthday. Yeah.
I agree. And now when I think about like my next birthday, so I'm thinking, well, I should go somewhere and leave. And one day I just want I want to be in the city and go somewhere and relax.
That sounds nice right about now. I think we both
Yes.
have bigger birthdays coming up, right?
Well,
Milestone. I have 1 year left till my milestone birthday.
I have two.
Okay, yeah. I would
Yeah,
love to
well.
go away and do something fun like that, yeah. But
Well,
one day.
talking about going somewhere. So now we do not have a lot of opportunities to travel, yes. But if you had a chance to travel wherever you wanted to, so what are the top three countries you would choose, or
Countries.
top three places? Maybe the same country but different places.
Well, my husband and I really want to go to Ireland one day, so that's
Hmm.
our top. I would like to go to Norway one day. Just my dad's side of the family is from there, so I think that would be neat to go and visit. Um,
Yeah.
and I think that's the only two foreign countries we talked about. We'd like to go to Tennessee, where my brother lives, and visit
Hmm.
him, just for something different. But usually, if we do travel, we go to New England area, so that's like Massachusetts, Rhode Island, um,
Hmm.
that type of area. Just because it's close, it's like 3, 4 hours away, and the ocean is there, so it's kind of nice to go to the ocean. So, yeah. So one day we'll go, hopefully, after all this, to Ireland and Norway.
Why Ireland? What attracts you
Um,
there?
my husband's family, on his dad's side is from there, and on my mom's side, it's traced back to Ireland. So
Oh, wow.
we've just always wanted to go there just to kind of see where our
Yeah.
families have come from. And my parents went a few years ago and loved it. So I think it would be fun to see something
For
different.
sure, yes, yes, that would
Yeah,
be nice. How
yeah,
about Russia? Would you come to Russia?
sure.
Yes.
I I have a friend that her best friend, I don't know how to say this, but is like obsessed with Russia and loves everything Russian. So her whole, it's kind of cute. So she just loves the culture and the food and people, and so it's kind of neat to see. Yeah,
Yeah.
if we had tons of money and we're millionaires, we totally come and go all around the world. We come see you, and
Yeah, you're always welcome here.
yeah, it's so hard. Just money is. It's always about choices, and unfortunately,
As far as I know, the process of getting visa is also very, very like complicated.
yeah, it sounds it.
Yeah, lots of documents, yes, a lot of different interviews or something, and
Yeah,
not a lot of places actually. Well, here in Russia to get a visa to the United States.
yeah. Wow, I'm
Yeah,
sure
we
it's gotten even tighter and stricter.
yeah, we used to have the embassy in St. Petersburg, so it's just like half an hour from here. But now we only have it in Moscow, maybe somewhere else, but I don't know about that. Yes, and in some nearby countries that we can travel to and get a visa there. So, but I'm not sure they're giving any now due to the pandemic.
Yeah, I'm
So,
sure not.
but anyway, yeah. So I was hoping to come one day too, but I don't know when.
Oh, one
Yeah.
day. So I
One
always say
day,
one
yes.
day after all of
One
this
day
is
everything
over.
will happen. Just
Yes.
yeah. Well, that's something to think about, to hope for. Yes, just we always need some wishes. Yes, to just to fulfill them sometime, someday, as
Exactly.
you have
Have
said.
dreams to think about, goals to plan for.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So following our dreams. So, as you live in kind of like a small village, what can you say about people there? So, are they friendly? Is it easy for a newcomer to make friends? Yes, to just find somebody to talk to have something in common with.
Yeah, it's definitely a really friendly community. We actually had a hiker coming through our village. He was hiking a trail. He was from way up north, and he was so impressed with our village that he wanted to move here because everybody was so welcoming to him and friendly. We have a Facebook community page, so that's where a lot of people will post like they lost their dog and
Mm-hmm.
everybody pulls together and helps look for the dog, or they need help getting groceries. Somebody will go get them groceries. So it's a really helpful, like everybody's just really friendly and helpful for the most part. When you walk on the street, people say hello to you, and
Mm-hmm.
so I think that's what makes it so inviting that people want to move here. It's a really desirable place to live. The school's really good. It's a really small elementary school, so it's not a huge, hundreds of kids in a school. It's just a little K through 5 elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I would definitely say it's a really friendly, inviting community. People, for the most part, look out for each other.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll post on the Facebook page, like if they see somebody not picking up after their dog, like that type of thing. Like they're very concerned about the well-being. So it's nice to see.
It's nice. Yes, it is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Especially when everyone actually cares about like the others, about the streets being clean and everything being fine. Yes, in
Yeah.
the village.
Exactly. Yeah. If
How many
somebody,
how many people are there? Like about
I don't even know. I'm like an idiot. I don't even know.
no statistics. Well, how come?
Uh, Sorry. I have not. I look like a dumb American. Oh boy.
No, you don't.
I'd have to ask my husband to get back to you.
Okay, so you can just send me a comment. Well, we have
Yes.
this this number of people. Yeah, but I guess that's not a big village. Yes, probably lots of people know lots of people, especially with this community on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely smaller. I don't even know how many. It's
Oh, whatever.
500. I don't know, 500 to 1,000 people maybe.
I
Um,
see.
if that, I don't know.
Okay,
But
well, that is like a big family, I would say, like a
well,
huge
it's
family.
hard with the developments because we have different apartments and then developments for older 50
Hmm.
and up. So it's hard for me to guesstimate. I'm really bad at that.
Okay, that's
Maybe
fine.
not 1,000, like way
Don't
down.
don't worry about that. It
Oh dear.
was a question from the top of my head.
Thanks.
Oops, my bad.
It's okay.
Oh yeah, that's fine. If you ask me now, or like how many people live in my city, I would probably not have like the exact answer either.
Honestly, after having a child too, my brain is gone. Like I can't remember things. The lack of sleep still. I People ask me questions and I just stare at them like I don't know.
Who are you? What are you talking about? Yes.
Yes,
What am I doing here?
yes. So it's kind of, yeah, changed my brain, I guess, for now.
Let's see. Let's see. Are there any like things that people probably do getting together? Maybe some like hobby clubs or for I don't know, knitting, embroidering, or
There is
whatever.
a spinning room in Altamont that sells yarns, and they used to do classes for different things like that.
Uh-huh.
Um, the I would say, well, I used to be in a card making club, so we would make cards. That was a thing that was popular in our area.
Mm-hmm.
Stamping Up, it was called.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say that, yeah, and crafting, a lot of like Pinterest, you do it yourself things. People
I
like to
see.
do. Yeah. Um, yeah, and hiking, snowshoeing in the winter, snowmobiling, riding four-wheelers. A lot of people have boats and go like up north to the lakes to bring their boat for
Mm-hmm.
hobbies. So
Any horse riding, something like that? Yeah.
yeah, yeah, we have some stables nearby, and a lot of horse owners, like not in the village, but outskirts, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Horses are big, yeah, and they like during fair, they can compete with their animals, so with the horses and cows, and they have different competitions with that
Wow.
too.
That
Yeah,
should be quite entertaining.
yes, yeah, it is. So they even have a costume competition for the horses.
Wow. I can't even imagine that, like a horse dressed up in
I
white.
know. It's pretty funny. It's cute.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
just the
so.
little
That's
kids that dress up with their horse.
funny.
Oh, it's sweet.
I just remember dressing up for Halloween when I was in the States. I was a gypsy, if I'm not mistaken, that one
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was a lot of fun and a lot of candy.
yes. Yes. We went with our daughter this year just in the village. And it was different with coronavirus. So most people had tables set up outside of their house, and then we just go pick the candy. But she got so much candy. Like,
Oh.
wow. This is crazy. And she ate one piece of it, and that was it.
And the
Sugar,
rest.
mom and dad.
Oh, I see.
And some in the trash too.
I
It was
see.
too much. It was a lot.
I see. Healthy diet, you said. Mm.
Yeah. Sugar with a toddler is not a good combination.
Yeah, I agree with that. Mm. I asked you about these hobby clubs because I remember there were a lot of opportunities, like when I started in the high school there. So we had this jewelry class, floral design class, some art classes were available for the students. Is it the same now for the kids, for the pupils who go to school already?
Yeah, I would say there's still opportunities like that. The libraries also have a ton of classes like that that you can take. I've taken some of them. They're reduced rates if you're a resident, so they do exercise classes,
Mm-hmm.
crafting, all different sorts. So there's a lot of resources if you're interested in something, which is kind of nice. But now, obviously, they're all canceled. So,
This
but
dumb virus, you
I
know.
know. I know. It's not the same when you take a class on the computer, it's nice to
Of
do it
course
in
it's not.
person. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah, but there's still a lot of opportunities for students. I think probably even more than when we were in school, especially with computer stuff. I think that's a big
Mhm.
thing. All the computer programming,
I
coding
see.
things are big. Yeah.
Doing stuff on the computers, yes, and now I remember when in spring we were on a lockdown, yes, and we had to just give classes online using Zoom or some other applications. So well, that was at first it was very frustrating, but then we got used to it. And people even just well, friends, yes, they got together by Zoom, yes, and
Yeah.
they chatted, yes, they had some parties, yes, they played some games, yes, just using Zoom and Skype maybe, yeah. So that was pretty nice. They were drinking wine, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
You do
so
what you have to do.
yeah, so we just tried to find like the way out of the situation, yes, and entertain, yes, ourselves somehow.
Yeah. Make the best of it, of the
Yes,
situation.
yes, that's
Yeah.
true, that's
Yeah,
true.
I've done more of that and FaceTime with my family. Just like actually at Christmas we did that. That's how we opened presents, was
Ah.
over FaceTime. Because my husband had something happen at work, so we had to be careful and not see anybody. So he had two coworkers that had the virus. So
Hmm.
then we couldn't go see my parents, but we did it over FaceTime, so at least I could see them open their presents, and so it helped. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the same as
so
in person, but it's better than not seeing it at
this
all.
impression of seeing the person in person.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. But you do what you have to do.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah.
I see. One more question.
Okay.
Well, we are all here interested in the language itself, yes, and I'm really eager to ask you about maybe some popular expressions, popular words, maybe some slang words that just quite like going around, yes, that go around nowadays.
Mm,
Can you think of any?
I'm old and I don't get out much, but um I think people like quote stuff from shows more. Like
Hmm.
The Office is still very popular, even though
Uh,
it's not.
yeah, I know that one.
So like people in my little community of friends like will quote different stuff from The Office, like that's what she said or
I
something.
see. I see.
So that would be popular maybe. I haven't seen, my nieces are younger, so they would probably know the more of the slang stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I could have asked them, but I don't. That's the only thing that I pick up on is that people copy like things from shows and say
Mm-hmm.
it. So I mean, with I think with my age, The Office is still popular. Parks and Rec people talk about. Those are the two main shows that I can think of.
I see.
Yeah, I can't think of any slang really. I mean, I think people still say that's cool.
We were discussing this some synonyms for the word cool, like awesome, yeah. So and we even had this discussion about the word lit. It's lit. It's Gucci,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
And it's considered to be like more popular among some younger
yeah, I
people,
would
like
say if I
teenagers.
said that, people would be like, what is wrong with
What are
you?"
you talking about? Yes, like what's wrong with you? Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
I see.
yeah, that would be yeah, probably there's a lot of, like, references that people use from rap songs and that I don't know, that I wouldn't
Just
understand.
quoting, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I see.
So,
I see.
yeah, that would be the main thing, I guess.
Okay, so you should talk to your nieces, yes, and probably
I
ask
need
them about
to,
some slang words.
I
I'll get back to
do.
you with that.
I Googled some of the popular music now, oh my gosh, I was, like, horrified. So
Really? Why? Why is it so?
well, it's just very vulgar and, um, explicit and in detail about different things that
I
maybe
see. I know
talk
what you mean.
about. Definitely not my mom. I wouldn't talk to my mom about those things. So it's just different. I mean, I think when we were growing up, probably the songs we listened to were maybe thought of that way. But now that
Hmm.
we're older, I don't know, it just seems worse.
And wiser, yes, and so.
Yeah, yes, wiser.
Okay,
Totally.
wait till your daughter grows up and what kind of music she will listen to. Well,
I know. She's still little, so I still have time.
yeah, you still have time to prepare for that. Well, but hopefully she'll get the good taste of her mother. Yes, so
Yes,
everything will be fine.
yes, yes.
Well, yeah, and actually talking about music, yeah. So, what kind of music is it now popular? Well, I'm not talking about the ones that you have just mentioned, yes, the bands, but all in all, maybe the style of music, yes, in your area.
Um, I think country music is big just because it's more rural area,
Hmm.
but like coffee house type music. So trying to think of like John Mayer, maybe a little bit more low key, not really rock and roll, but
Hmm.
um I'm not I still listen to music I listened to in high school and college. So we have Sirius in our car, Sirius radio. So like I usually have it on the 90s station or the 2000 station. I don't listen to a lot of the current stuff that's out there, but I know like Taylor Swift is big.
Hmm.
My niece really likes her. Trying to think who else. I always see, I don't listen to her, but Cardi B I think is big. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm out of that rap stage, I guess. But maybe more like easy listening music. Classic rock is still pretty big, like Led Zeppelin and older bands,
Hmm.
um, like that. So I'm trying to think of anybody else that's really popular. I don't know like the boy bands and stuff. I don't know. I'm clueless. I live in a bubble.
You probably listen to a lot of kids' music.
Yes, yes. Wiggles and all the Coco Melon stuff. So yeah, that's my main thing right now.
What's your daughter's favorite cartoon to watch?
Hmm. She likes Daniel Tiger, which is
Oh,
based on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So it's on PBS.
I
Um,
don't know this one.
no. And let's see, on Disney Junior, she likes Puppy Dog Pals
Mm-hmm.
and the Tots, I think it is, with they deliver babies, animals to their mommies and daddies. She likes that one.
Okay.
That's what she's into right now.
I
So
see. I see.
yeah, there's some cute shows though, but she really likes to watch on YouTube the different like music videos for kids. Coco Melon,
Hmm.
they have a lot of songs, so she likes those a lot. That's probably her favorite.
That's nice.
Yeah, and then I can get the dishes done or something while she's watching,
I
because otherwise she's clinging on
see.
me. Yeah.
I see. Well, that is really nice. So, as far as I can see, you have very nice and like cute place to live in. Yeah. So with
Yeah.
nice people surrounding you. Yeah. So with this community, yes, that cares actually.
Mhm.
Yes, what's going on. That is like precious, I would say.
It is. It is. It's rare. I feel like nowadays
Mm-hmm.
there's not a lot of places like that that pull together, that communities, that pull together. Like if somebody's sick, they'll have like a fundraiser or something for them to raise money, or we have parades. So there's just a lot of community oneness that, unites our community.
That's great. That's really
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
I guess people appreciate that. Like,
Yes, and that's why houses sell so quickly here, I think, because people know that it's a good place to live.
is it like very expensive to buy a house in your area?
Yeah, it is. Just New York in general,
Mm.
it's very expensive. Taxes are really high too. So property tax, school taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So our house, I mean, isn't really that big, but to us, it was a lot of money. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but like if we moved downstate or not downstate, but down south and wanted to buy a house that was the same price as this one, we could get a lot bigger house than what
I
we have
see.
here.
I
But,
see.
but our families are both here, so that's, right now this is where we want to be. Maybe
And
eventually,
that's good that you are, yes, and you had this opportunity and you have like
yeah,
this chance to live nearby, yes, with your
yeah,
like loved ones.
yeah. Eventually, we want to move a little bit further out into the country and just get a little bit bigger house. We have a
Mm-hmm.
big dog, and the bedrooms aren't really that big. So as our daughter grows older, she might need a little bit more space.
I
But
see.
and I'm from the country. I like country life a little more. So I don't want to have a house right across the street from me and on both sides. I'd rather, be more out in a field.
I see. Well, that's actually a good thing. I like that.
Yeah.
Just today, I was when I was going to work. We were going by bus with my daughter. I brought her to school, and when I was going to work, I thought, well, I would probably, in some years, I would probably prefer to live in in a smaller place and well. Not to have so many lights around, so many cars around, yes, not so many people around. I
Yeah.
guess I'm getting older. Oh.
Yeah, me too. I think the busyness is stressful to me now. Where I was younger, I liked the busyness and like the city life kind of thing. But now, as I grow older and have a child, I want her to experience nature more and just
Mhm.
slow down in life and not be so busy. So it's changed my perspective, I guess, more as you
I
grow
see.
older and
Okay,
wiser.
we are still young. We have a lot of things in
Yeah.
front of us, so
Yeah.
it's great. Okay, so I think we are going to be finishing now. Yes,
Okay.
so I kept you here for an hour, the whole
That's
hour.
all right. That's all right. This is my break for the day, so this is great.
Oh, that's nice.
My
I'm
mother
glad to
wants
hear that.
watching my daughter.
Okay, I'm really thankful to you for this time, for this opportunity to speak. Yes, to
Yeah.
see you in person by this thing. Yes,
Yes.
yeah. So this is really nice. Yes,
Yeah, it was fun.
yeah, and we should probably do that again one time, like someday, as
Sure.
you said.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So and let's continue keeping in touch.
Well, definitely.
Yeah, so
you.
thank you a lot. Yes, thanks from our viewers to you. That was a very like informative conversation, and I guess they've learned some new things about life in a tiny place. Yes, like yours. So, but a very nice and
That I don't know how many people live in, but I'll get back to you.
okay, so you have something to Google.
I do.
Okay, so talk to you later. Yes, and thank
Okay.
you. Goodbye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. So that was Rachel, a friend of mine. I'm really happy that we had this chance to talk. Yes, and thank you for your comments. There were not so many, but I hope some more people will watch this video, this stream, and enjoy the conversation that we just had with Rachel. And well, these streams for you are for you, yes, and they are a good opportunity to listen to some interesting people, to different accents, yes, to find out about different places all around the world. So we will have these streams now, not every week, but every 2 weeks on Wednesdays, I guess, but well, just we'll inform you in our community, in VK community. So stay tuned, and we'll be with you next time, and we'll inform you about our next guest next week. Okay, so thank you for today. Thank you, Rachel, once again. So that was a pleasure, and goodbye, guys.